Hey, welcome. So my name is Kaylee, for those of you that are new to tuning in with me. And my company that I have founded is called Sacred Self Mastery. And basically what I do is help women basically align with their soul's truest desires and dissolve limiting beliefs so that they can feel unstoppable when going after what they want and making it all possible for them. So it's really, really fun. Love working with the subconscious mind, embodiment work, all that fun stuff. But I wanted to come on here today to go over some top lessons that I learned in 2022. This was a crazy year for me. And when I think about kind of just putting it into one phrase or a couple words, what I think about is it was the year of the highest highs and the lowest lows for me. And that's just it's crazy to me because I experienced some of like the highest things possible. For example, getting married, getting engaged to my best friend, my partner of 8 years, and we got married this year. We went on a beautiful vacation to Hawaii, and we got to honor my mother who passed away, who really loved Hawaii, and that's just a place that reminds me of her. We got to buy a travel trailer and a truck and go on amazing camping trips into Burning Man. And we got a lot of time with friends and family. And it was really, really amazing. And then there was the other side of it where I was grieving my mother who had just passed away before 2021 was over. So pretty much all this year, I have been kind of going deep into that portal of grief. And some other things happened. For example, a couple months ago, I was really sick and I ended up being pregnant, and me and my partner don't want kids. So we had to make the empowered decision, or we made the empowered decision to have an abortion, which was a whole thing in its own as well. And I'm just being really open with my experience because I know that I went through this experience because I have that open chakra, I have that open throat to share my experience with this authentic expression and make it more normalized so that women feel more safe sharing their stories and stepping in their power and using events like this to step more in their power rather than use it as a crutch. And kind of as an excuse not to be big in your life and do the things that make you happy and light you up. So I'll get into it. So these are 5 big lessons that I've learned this year that have really just really helped me catapult into this new year and just be in this energy of what else is possible. I can get through this. I can fucking get through anything. All right. So the first lesson, grief is the biggest transformational portal there is. It is such a deep portal. And a lot of people are experiencing grief in so many different areas. This not only is grief of losing people, but this is grief of grieving your past self, grieving an old self. Maybe something happened to you and you're not that version of yourself anymore. Maybe the grief is actually losing someone, or losing relationships, or whatever it may be. Grief can come in so many different ways. And a lot of us are really afraid to kind of lean into the grief and fully surrender all the way to grief because of how deep it truly is. But we are here to live a human experience and be in the polarity of experiencing both the good, the bad, the easy, the hard in life, because that is what we're here to do. We are souls having a human experience, and in a human experience, we have this scale. We have this scale of emotions, of things that happen to us, and it's all a matter of how strong our foundation is and how resilient we are to keep going past that and see them mostly as blessings when the bad things happen, because they help us open up even more. And this is the case with my mother and losing her, and really, really, really leaning into the deepness of grief, because it is a portal. It is a portal. And when you're able to open yourself up to really feel into that deep portal of grief, then you're really able to open yourself up to the polarity of that. And I've experienced that so much, and especially this year, of experiencing such deep lows of like my heart is like ripping and tearing and hurting because of this grief. And I keep leaning into it, keep leaning into it, keep letting myself feel the feelings that come up and process the feelings that come up. And of course, I have amazing tools and practices that help me get through that and transmute that energy in a healthy way, an empowering way. So that definitely helps. But I have noticed that letting myself open up to this really intense, deep emotion has helped me open up to more pleasure and joy in my life as well. And that's why the more we get into this type of work of just letting ourselves open up and feel everything and process everything and being okay with the emotions, it just becomes such a beautiful portal that you can open yourself up to even more joy and abundance and pleasure as well when you're able to open yourself up to that grief. So that is something that feels so good for me to be able to go through and then share with others. And that is a huge reason why me and my really good friend, who is also a Reiki master and healer, she had lost her mom this year too, and we actually are going to be putting together a really, really supportive grief program that we're going to support a lot of people in going through this grieving process, because when you are going about it the right way, then you can really truly open yourself up to even more like standing in your power and opening yourself up to even more joy and magnetism of pleasure in your life as well. So I truly believe that that is one of the most important lessons I learned this year. And it's something I'll continue to advocate because I just feel so deeply about it. And I truly believe that grief is a portal and a blessing. So that's number one. And number two, always follow my own intuition and guidance above anything else. We are really conditioned in our society, in our culture, that we need to look outside of ourselves, that we need to just take all the information that we get and regurgitate it the same. It's like, and look outside of ourselves. Like, I need help with something, help me. I need advice with something, help me. And we're just like constantly looking outside of ourselves. We're Googling answers, we're asking other people, which is great. But when we're doing that more than actually like coming to ourselves and asking ourselves what is best for us, that becomes that disconnect of, I don't know and you know. And so you almost basically instill that belief of, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know how. I don't know. I don't know. And so then you kind of come about this energy of not able to come into that inner authority within yourself and that confidence within yourself that you have all the answers within you. And that is the truth. We're just not really taught in the society that we need to look inside to find the answers and that we should look outside of ourselves. So it's just practice that we need to start implementing if we're not so already, that we have the answers within, and it's time to look within ourselves and find those answers, because everyone's path is going to look completely different. You can try your hardest to copy somebody else's path to success, but it will not work out for you because you are different. You're comprised of different energies. You're here to be this unique expression of yourself, not to copy someone else. And what works for someone else isn't going to always work for you. So that's why, above all, our greatest superpower is trusting ourselves and listening to ourselves so that we can be the embodied leader of our life and lead ourselves to our success, to receive our heart's deepest desires, our soul's desires, and be in alignment with that. So that is such an important lesson, to trust myself over everything else, even though it might seem like everything outside of myself is saying something different. Standing in your power and just owning yourself and your thoughts and your intuition is fucking sexy and powerful as fuck. And I will abide to that till the day I die. So hopefully that kind of sparks something within you to kind of ask yourself, have you been trusting yourself? Have you been following your own intuition? Or are you just doing things based on what other people are doing outside of yourself? That is number 2 for me. Number 3, have your community, tribe, and support system in your corner. Ooh, support is a big one. I don't know how I would have gotten through my mom's death, the abortion, a lot of heavy things that have happened if I did not have support. It is so important to have your support system, whether that be your family, your mom, your dad, your brother, your best friend, your partner, whoever it is. Make sure that you have a support system, because we are human and we are social creatures, and we're not here to be isolated and alone. And having the team behind your back and knowing that you have support, whew, that is gold. That is such gold. And I have found, going through these hard trials and tribulations of life, that having my people in my corner and having my support system has been such a blessing. And you know who you all are. I love you all to death. Thank you for having my back no matter what and being there for me, because that just makes you feel not alone. And having these communities, whether it's like a healing community, or maybe you have a coach or whatever it is, a healer that can support you and that you can reach out to. It's just knowing that you have those stabilities, that like that stable thing that you can reach out to anytime you're feeling that you need somebody to lean on. It just feels so much better. You can get through so much of life with more ease when you know that and you have that. I know for me, when I went through my abortion, one of the things that I stretched myself to do is call one of the people in my support system once a day. I would switch off between people and just be like, hey, can you listen to me? I just need to talk about this. Thank you for being there. And just I've been, after talking to them and not even doing much, just telling them how I felt, made me feel so much better about the situation, because I knew I was supported. And that's such a big thing in life, to feel supported, to feel seen, to feel stable. So whatever you do, have your community, have your tribe. Number 4, proactively do the healing, the subconscious work, so that you create that strong foundation, so that when life comes at you with the tornadoes, with the hurricanes, with the craziness, you can stand your ground, because you've been doing the work and creating that strong foundation. I don't know if I would have been able to kind of flip the script of everything that has happened to me that was heavy, to like step in my power and be like, this isn't going to rock me. I'm not going to use this as a crutch. This is going to empower me to move forward and push me forward. Because when we are able to proactively do the healing and the subconscious work, we are creating that strong foundation so that nothing can knock us down. My mother died. Yes, I'm fucking sad and I'm going through really hard times, but still I'm going to stand my ground and I'm going to get even stronger from this, because I have been doing the healing for 6 years now. I've been doing the subconscious work daily. And if you don't know what subconscious work is, basically we have a conscious mind and a subconscious mind, and our subconscious is unconscious. So it's, if you can think of an iceberg, it's like the bigger part of our mind that's under the surface that we have no idea what's going on in there. It's our beliefs, it's our values, it's everything that we truly believe and value in this life. So when we're able to create a strong foundation of that subconscious work and create those beliefs of, I am worthy, I am strong, I am resilient, I can get through anything, then we create that strong foundation so that we really can get through anything. And if I didn't have these tools or practices, I don't think I would be where I am now with everything that has happened this year, sharing my story, opening my voice, and wanting to be seen, because I know that these tools work and they have supported me and helped me become such a stronger person and be truly in alignment with what my soul truly desires and who I am as a true person, rather than what I've been conditioned to believe my entire life. So that feels super empowering to me. And I think that proactively, even if nothing's happening right now, but you're doing the healing, you're doing the tapping, you're listening to the hypnosis, you're doing the breath work, you're getting in your body, you're doing the yoga, whatever it is that helps you get through things, you're doing that proactively, because we don't want to wait until something heavy comes into our lives, like the tsunami, and then knocks us down on our feet or back on our backs, and then we can't get up after that. Excuse me. So that's something that I truly believe is so important, to proactively do the work, even though nothing may seem crazy in your life right now. That's inevitable. This is life. Challenges of life are going to come no matter what. And it's our job to just get us ready and prepared for anything that can happen, right? Amazing. That was number 4. And number 5, never give up on yourself. Keep going. This is where the tools for resilience work great. So a lot of times when we are really desiring something in life and we're going towards our goals and things happen along the way that could either knock us down or help us keep moving forward. And I see this with a lot of people, is that they give up too early. Like, oh, it's too hard. I guess I'm just going to give up. I guess it's not worth my time or effort because it didn't work out right now. When really, the universe is always preparing us for the future, for embodiment of what we truly desire. So we can really think about what happens in our life as bigger lessons and kind of the preparation of what we need to go through in order to be where we want to be. And so it's so, so important to have that resilience and never give up no matter what, and just keep going. Keep going no matter what happens, and try to see the bigger picture of things. Like, for example, like this abortion happened to me and happened for me, I'm going to say, not to me. It happened for me so that I can go through this experience, see how fucking resilient I am, and then be there for people who are going through the same thing because I experienced it. And be the voice because I have the strength, I have the strong foundation, I have the voice to share it, and I have the authentic expression and the confidence to share it. To be the light for the people who are afraid to share it, who are afraid to even talk about it with other people. So it's so important that we never give up on ourselves and we are able to let ourselves see the bigger picture of life happening for us rather against us, and kind of being in this victim mentality your whole life, being like, oh, life is just horrible for me because that's just the way it is, or I'm just unlucky because that's the way it is. That's what always happens to me. So whatever. It's like you're constantly creating your belief system and your reality. And when you're saying that, you're enforcing that. And when you're able to kind of get out of that and see the bigger picture of life is happening for me, it's preparing me to receive everything that I truly desire, you can open yourself up more to be on that hill of what else is possible, while having that resilience to never give up on yourself, because you know your success is inevitable. Bam. And that's another belief that you can work on with the unconscious mind is, my success is inevitable. I am resilient. I am strong. And these things that you can plant in the mind to help you move forward and keep going forward. And that's exactly the type of work that I help women with, is really helping you implant that in your mind, switch the beliefs to get rid of those limiting beliefs that have been stopping you from moving forward, and switch them to beliefs that are going to empower you and help you move forward and get everything that you freaking desire and make it all possible for you. So we're at 20 minutes almost of me rambling of my 5 lessons of this year. I am so thankful for 2022 and all of these amazing lessons, and I feel stronger and more open and ready for this new year and what it is to bring. And my words are confident and embodiment, to really embody this confidence that everything in my life is gonna be truly aligned and perfect for me, and everything's going to work out exactly how it's meant to. And I'm open for the miracles, the opportunities, for the lessons along the way, because I know it's going to get me to where I truly desire I want to be. So thank you, 2022. Thank you so much for your lessons. Thank you for the highest highs, the lowest lows, and I am so excited and ready to see what is all possible for me in the realm of 2023. And I hope that this year is your best year yet. And I hope that some of these inspire you to, make this year the best year of your life, and have that support, and lean into the grief, lean into the heavy things of life, and have that support system and have the tools, and never give up on yourself, because that's where the magic is. All right, sending you so much love. Bye. Happy New Year.